Hi, my beautiful Taurus. Welcome back to Queen Cup Tarot. Just getting ready to do your March 2019 tarot readings. For those that are new, welcome. Please like, share, subscribe. For those that are returning, thank you. Your support really is amazing. I'm overwhelmed at the support I have received and the channels received from you guys. It's amazing. Connecting with you is dope. For all those that have booked personal readings with me, thank you so much. I hope everything is well with you guys. I hope you guys are doing well. And I expect you guys to stay in touch and keep me posted on all your abundance and sustenance that you're achieving. And yeah, somebody please timestamp. I'm going to do a little bit of housekeeping before we get started. First off, I am going to be selling frankincense. I am still doing personal readings. The first month has been amazing. It's like the response has been so dope. So like I said, for those that have booked, thank you so much. And if you do want to book a personal reading, just email me at queencuptarot@gmail.com. That'll be in the bottom. But yeah, sorry, where was I going here? Yeah, I'm going to be selling the frankincense. But I just need to see how much of it I can get because it comes straight from Somalia and I can't get it in big bulks. So we'll see. But I'll keep you guys posted on that. And then I do want to do a couple of shout outs. First off, I want to shout out Saltwater Heals Tarot. She hailed me out to her audience, gave me some really positive feedback from a personal reading I did for her. And, at least a couple hundred people reached out to me on account of her. So wanted to hail her back up. Please let her know I say hi. Go support her channel. Like, share, subscribe. Positive vibes only, people. Okay. Then I want to shout out Tarot from Beyond. She really supported me and gave me a lot of encouragement and really good insight on just doing tarot as a career and the channel, and has been really supportive of me. I watch her channel personally, and know she's got a lot of ancient knowledge to share, so definitely check her out as well. And then I came across, Angelic Guidance and Angelic Ascensions. Those are personal favorites. Divinely Feminine is another one. But I came across a new one, which is really dope. It's called Hourglassed by Jazz. And she's a naturopath, I think, or something like that. Nutritionist or something like this, naturalist, but she's ancient in her soul. That girl is 25 years old at best and has like ancient knowledge to share. And I'm really excited about her channel because I want to see it grow because the young people need her. She just speaks from a place of real passion, understanding, and positivity. And yeah, so definitely please guys support her channel. It's new. She's developing it. She's growing it. And again, positive vibes only. Keep your negative comments to yourself. Okay. Go to support or don't go at all. All right, guys. And then lastly, I did a reading for a client of mine who's starting her own channel as well, which I highly encourage for her, as she feels it's on her life path and she wants to do this spiritual work. Crystal in My Bra Tarot. So brand new channel there too, guys. Please go, the people who support my channel grew my channel 25,000 deep in the matter of months. So, I know you guys know how to support people. So go support them, show them your love, and tell them I say hi. All right. So yeah, I think we're good to start praying and getting into our reading here. I just want to get a little more frankincense on the burn. Yaman. Yes, I do smoke pot. I think I mentioned that. It's not the nature of this. And I have my Tibetan bowl. I'm actually going to play it for you guys. And I want to shout out my homie Tara who got this for me. You the homie, my sister from another mister. I love you. Thank you. Hmm. That will definitely make a duppy go. Okay. All right, guys. Spirit, Holy Spirit, Father of God, thank you for your unconditional love and guidance. Thank you for connecting me with the collective, and right now, more specifically, Taurus. I ask you to allow me to communicate to them clearly the messages that are in their greatest good, surrounding the relationships closest to them, their material abundance, sustenance, their personal development and ascension, and any other messages you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Father God, angels, guardian angels, ascended masters, for your unconditional love and guidance. We are absolutely nothing without you. Amen. All right, guys. Yes. Oh no, frankincense makes me feel good all over, man. Clear room quick, fast. Clean anything. Clean anything. I know Ross that eat that, smoke that, you know, do all kinds of things with it. I'm gonna find a way to try to get it to you guys. All right, let's give it a few more shuffles here. This is for Taurus for March. Some of you guys are dealing with some low vibrational people too, aren't we all? What's new? Okay, some challenges surrounding some low vibrational people. Okay. I just saw the Five of Wands and the Seven of Swords. That's why I said that. Oops. I see Cancer energy, Pisces, Scorpio energy as well. Emotional time. It can be emotional time for some of you Tauruses in the month of March because of some of the things that you might have had to deal with in February or anticipate dealing with in March. Let's see, Spirit. Let's get these messages out. Thank you. Okay, your overall energy for your 9-card spread, guys. Wow. Yeah. I saw it in the pre-shuffle. This is the energy of being determined, but being almost on your last leg. It's like, yeah, determination, but I mean, just because somebody's determined doesn't mean they're feeling the greatest about it. It's almost like exhaustion, but yeah, I'm not giving up, but I'm exhausted. Yeah, I'm not giving up, but I'm tired and I'm hungry and I'm in pain and I've been going up this endless stairwell that has no end almost. You know, it's like, it's that feeling, or feeling like that. Okay. First card out, 10 of Cups. Second card out, 5 of Cups. Third card out, 4 of Pentacles. Fourth card out, 6 of Pentacles. Fifth card out in the middle is spread is the Crossroads, 2 of Wands. Sixth card out is the 7 of Pentacles. Wow. Some of you are being forced to have to create justice for yourself. That's a tough one. Because we always are hoping that justice will be served to us on the account of, well, that's how our society raises us. Justice is served by judicial systems. Justice is served by, authoritative figures, right? But this is a justice that only you can serve for yourself. And what's beautiful is I see it absolutely being served come summer. So that's a huge accomplishment, but it doesn't go without a little bit of reflection. So it's like when Mercury goes back direct, you'll feel that. Because it looks like you're going to feel it go retrograde. Meaning you're going to be brought to think about things about the past. But it's funny, it's like you're reflecting on some of the best memories of your past and being a bit sad about them. Maybe it's because you never experienced that level of happiness again. Maybe this is like reflecting on really positive memories and then realizing that you never had that again, or that you don't know how to achieve it again in your future. You know, maybe some of you have been holding on to these memories of the past, these good memories of the past, and somehow they're holding you back in a sense. It's like, you know, maybe there was a sense of waiting for that to come back, but maybe you realized waiting wasn't the way. Maybe you realized that it was actually something you were supposed to pursue again. For some of you, there's someone from the past that made you really happy and gave you a lot, and you're regretful because you didn't give back, I think. Maybe you didn't appreciate it, whatever. And are now looking at how you can balance out the situation and looking for the opportunity to show your generosity and support, which I'm getting the impression it's like, not only does it hurt that you hurt the person by not doing that, it hurts you that you didn't do that, because I believe you look at yourself as being someone quite generous, quite balanced, and it hurts you thinking that you would have ever not done that, especially towards somebody who made you so happy and brought so much into your life. Maybe it's not even appreciating something that, you know, maybe it's just taking for granted something and then now reflecting on it and feeling really bad about something you took for granted. And you're holding on to that idea, those feelings, those thoughts, and you're trying to balance that out and figure out. And I think you're prompted with this because you're at the center of your read is the Two of Wands. That's that like crossroads, needing to decide to stay on the path you've been traveling or go on a new one. And you're trying to incorporate this lesson, this feeling, this want into the new path. But there's a sense of waiting that has to be done. And that's why I think it's for some Tauruses where you're reflecting on positive experiences from the past and feeling either regretful about how you took them for granted or regretful about how you were not able to implement them in your current life. It's almost like you don't want the best years of your life to be 5, 10, 15 years ago or 5, 10, 15 months ago. You know, it's like you're maybe even questioning if you'll ever get that again, or there's this sense of nostalgia, but not at the 6. It's regretting, it's remorse, it's guilt, it's sadness, really. And it's sadness surrounding the 10 of Cups. You know, that could be the people closest to you. Maybe some of my Tauruses are feeling maybe a little bit regretful about their parts in a family dynamic, you know, that maybe might not be going so well. Maybe you're realizing that there is certain things you could really do that would have really positively contributed to a relationship or a situation that you didn't do, and now in your current mind are thinking, wow, I really would have done that now. And then like you're almost waiting to gain up the strength in yourself to be able to serve justice for yourself. Like I said, last card out is justice, which you serve for yourself. So somehow you either bring about happy feelings from the past, happy experiences, happy occasions, traditions, you know, things like that. Or you find a way to balance out a very positive relationship from the past. And extremely, somebody who made you very, very happy and contributed to you positively. I'm going to get the clarification deck out, guys. Let's see what's going on. Because that's such a weird, you know, the 10 of Cups doesn't make you feel like the 5 of Cups. So there's something going on there. And with the first card out, I feel like it's the past, but it's also front of mind. the past, but it's also from the mind. And then holding on to it. Yeah, a lot of you are holding on to some kind of regret from the past. Or maybe you're holding on to those experiences, very positive ones. I think Mercury retrograde, which starts on the 5th, which you might already start even feeling now, is going to have you in the past. Now, the full moon in March is on the 20th. I always like to indicate that when the moon card does come up, especially upright. But that to me, shows me that I think some of you have recently come to there's been some light shed on maybe how happy somebody made you from the past, or maybe how happy you were in the past in comparison to how you're feeling now. And trying to figure out why or how, but with this 5 of Cups and this, I'll show you guys. Take a look. I'd be forgetting. So you've got the 10 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles, and we're using the Wild Unknown Tarot by Kim Krans, which is the most beautiful piece of work. It must have taken her a lifetime. She uses no rulers, no nothing, and her lines are like perfection. Like, she's really amazing. But anyways, you got the 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, Strength, Father of Pentacles, and Justice. Sneezing, laughing, anything like that while you have an inhale is the worst. Why I laughed or chuckled and then inherently coughed is that at the bottom, so you had the moon pull out to clarify these cups, this first row here, this most present energy. And it's like some of you realize that what it is you wished for now was something that was given to you already in the past that you did experience. And the regret could have been taking it for granted, maybe not seeing it for what it was, maybe just being numb to it a bit, or maybe just unaware of the potential of it or how fulfilling it really was at the time. And then now there's light being shined upon it and you're like, whoa. It's almost like you're looking to go back. Some of my Tauruses are looking to go back to something. And it doesn't have to be somebody. It could be a passion. And you feel regretful that you ever let it go or stop doing it. Maybe you love to paint. Maybe you love to sing. Maybe you love to take hikes. Maybe you love to play soccer. And it was something that brought you a lot of joy in the past. And you're realizing that there's a certain level of void, like lack of happiness you're experiencing, and it could just be that. And you're regretful that you ever let it slide, and you might even be thinking that it's something you can't do anymore, or I lost the skill, and you're trying to balance that out, seeing how you can incorporate this passion in your new path. Because with the 2 of Wands, that's a crossroads without a doubt, you know? And I think the reason why you're even thinking about the past is because you're at a crossroads. It's like you don't want to keep toting on the path that you've been on. A lot of you want to venture out into a new space, because I think happiness and an increase and a level up in happiness is what is on the mind for Taurus. I think a lot of Tauruses have been a bit maybe feeling stagnant. Let's see. This 5 of Cups spirit and this 4 of Pentacles. Can we get clarification? 10 of Pentacles. Is it a full-blown relationship? Some of you are going to move back to like a neighbor, like where you grew up or something. Some of you might move to a town that you lived in or a place you lived in that you really enjoyed. Maybe you left that place. Go and lay down. Do you hear me? Go chew your bone. That's Thor for those that are new. That's God's dog. I just have to clean up her shit, feed her. Yeah. Some of my Tauruses, and this could be in reverse, keep that in mind. Some of my Tauruses didn't commit to someone that made them very, very happy. Someone that they actually experienced a lot of joy with, but at the time, I don't know if you were in the most clearest of mind or spaces. And that person or you are holding on to those memories now. It's like trying to recreate. This is in the past. It's like trying to recreate this to get, it's like again. And you're doing that because you believe you can get the 10 of Pentacles. So you're going back. If you are, this reading is, I feel it's about the past. And what's doing that is that 5. Now, if it's not about the past, sorry, I take that back because it doesn't have to be about the past. Because, like I said, some of you are at this stage of life where you're tired of feeling the way you do. And I think it's a lack of happiness. It's like there's other areas in your life that are fruitful, but you're waiting for a certain level of fulfillment to come in. And then I think you're realizing that maybe you need not wait. Maybe it's actual action that you need to take. I think that you're supposed to go a certain way. Maybe you're waiting on more clarity on whether or not you can. But to have that much happiness mirrored with that much sadness, for some of you, you're experiencing a lot of good shit. Things are good, but there is a fucking void. Some of you, emotionally you're completely fulfilled, but financially, you're more preoccupied about your finances, or maybe your finances are what's good, and emotionally you're feeling really sad. But coming into the next 2 or 3 weeks, I do see balance that's created. But you're juggling either waiting, and if not waiting, then it's staying on course. Because I think that with this 2 of Wands, there's a certain level of sacrifice that's going to be made with this new path that's taken. It's like if you take a new path, there's something you're going to have to leave behind, and it's what you've already invested in. Because this isn't just a card of waiting. This is also like already having stock in something. That's why they're waiting. Because they've already invested something there. There's already something that's developed. But it's like there's no more pentacles that can fit on this card. The way they're lined up, like there's no room for like an 8th or a 9th. Do you know what I mean? So it's like a sense of having to cut your losses and then go somewhere else where you can actually, your earning potential is higher. So some of you, even employment-wise, might be wondering if you need to stay where you're at or take a risk to go a new path with a higher earning potential. And that is a risk, but a risk that looks like it's worth taking. But you're holding on to whatever it is that you've invested in. Some of you don't believe that you can have the happiness that you experienced in the past. Some of you think that you've already experienced as good as it can get. And I want you to know that that's not actually the case. It's not. Not with your last 3 cards. Okay. For a lot of my Tauruses, I see a pretty significant financial upgrade. Again, it could be because of the decision to take a new employment opportunity, and it does prove. So if it started off as a risk with the King of Pentacles, the Father of Pentacles at the end of the spread in Justice, that absolutely is going to reap reward. It was a risk worth taking with regards to employment. And it's between the job that you've been at and going to a new one. This isn't somebody unemployed having to pick between 2. I mean, it could be, but I'm getting the vibe, like I said, this is the path you've been on, or to go on a new one. That's why it's a risk, because you already have a job. It wouldn't be such a risk if you didn't. Yeah. Okay. Let's see about this 6 of Pentacles here and this 2 of Wands. We've got the 5 of Wands in reverse. For the clarification. There's, see, yeah, there's the 6. I mentioned it. The 6 of Cups. So for a lot of you, you're juggling moving away from the past. Like I said, the 7 of Pentacles is the happiness you've already experienced. It's like you're looking at a situation and believing that that's the only abundance or the only happiness you can have. Just because something made you feel the 10 of Cups doesn't mean like other things can't make you feel that way, or other people. It's just that the way it's weaved may look different. Like you see how there's this like weaving design? Multiple people can offer you the 10, but it's just that design is unique to every situation or person. And then it's like with the 5 right beside it, it's like sadness. It's that 10 is right behind it. It's like thinking that the best is behind them. And holding on to that idea. And then how that transmutes into is, no, this person who feels this way about the best is behind them, the best years of their life or the best experiences are behind them, they're holding on to that. You have to understand that you're actually making that happen, because this energy is not giving anybody anything or receiving anybody from anything. I don't need your help, and I'm not fixing to help you. I don't need your love, and I ain't trying to receive none of it. Why? Because I don't believe that you can love me, or that this situation could be just as gratifying, or that this passion can give me as much gratification as the one in the past. So you're perpetuating the very thing that you're thinking in the way you're dealing with people, right? Because then what happens is it like, are you really able to be balanced in giving and receiving with people? This is like the contradicting energy to this. This is giving and receiving balanced, and this is like not giving and not receiving in a very balanced way. Both cards are very balanced, but one is giving and one is not. And it's like, that could be the crossroads. You know what I mean? Deciding if you know, are going to try to go back to something, make right by something, or if you're really going to just take a leap of faith that there are better experiences to be had. But there's definitely a crossroads for a lot of my Tauruses in spring, you know, really feeling Mercury retrograde, because 6 is literally reflective of Mercury and Venus retrogrades. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, the thought, the communication, the experiences, and the emotions associated with the past. And then like how they paint the picture for your future. And that's what I feel. I feel like for a lot of my Tauruses, the positive, pleasant experiences of the past they just like negative ones do, they can't make the future for you. You need to learn to just accept an experience for what it is and move on. Not be so codependent and attach yourself to an experience. And then what happens when you attach yourself to experiences, like I said, the devil can attach you to anything, people, places, things. When you attach yourself to experiences, you start thinking they're the best that you can have, or that that's all there is to have, or that the best was in the past, or that negative experience is all there is to have, or whatever. Like you can become attached to the experience or the feeling or the sentiment of it. And then that holds you back from like actually seeing anything different. It can hold you back from thinking that you can't see worse when you can, or you can't have better when you absolutely can. So there's this limiting, this holding back that's happening with Tauruses. Mind you, this could be Crosswatcher. You know, when I said Crosswatcher, I had the Queen of Cups come up in reverse. That's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, which you have quite a bit of. You've got tons of Earth energy here, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So some of you guys could definitely be dealing with a water sign. But regardless, we have Leo and Libra with justice and strength here too. But regardless, I'm not hyped into that. This is emotional unavailability. This is not wanting to express yourself. This is exactly what I was talking about. It's like your attachment to whatever positive experiences that you had in your past that you think you'll never have again is actually making you emotionally unavailable to new experiences and people. That's fucked. Like, you know, and then that's maybe why the Ten of Pentacles shows up, because you start becoming like obsessed with this instead of the Ten of Cups. You become obsessed with the Ten of Pentacles. It's like, no, like I'm going to care about money, that whole thing. This is like, I'm not going to be emotionally care. I'm just going to care about coin. Trying to suppress the past. Good luck with that with Mercury in retrograde. Good luck with that. So we were just about to go into the last row. And why I laughed is because before I could even get the word out, just like the number 0, it's like before even 1, the Fool flipped out upright. You know, somehow you realize, or somehow it clicks that, or maybe a new opportunity presents itself to help really get you out of that energy. And if it does, I need you, listen, if it comes before, because this could be indicative of a new beginning that comes up, or this could be indicative of your faith of a new beginning, especially if you've been stuck in the past and thinking that your brightest days are behind you. You're coming out of that. Sorry, guys. I've been in the house, and it's dry in the house because it's like a blizzard outside. The weather is ridiculous. I digged myself out in it to go get coffee. I had to go and get everything, so I didn't have to dig myself out again. Anyway, whether this is you believing in this and then your whole energy changing and then you manifest it, or this comes about and helps pull you out of that energy, you're going to come out of it. And there's a reason that this sadness came about, because I don't know how long you've been feeling regretful or remorseful, or, you know, reminiscing heavily on the past experiences and stuff. But it's like, I believe that was for a reason, because I believe you had to acknowledge this, how you've experienced it before, how this came about, what this looked like before, because I think you're totally revamping the Ten of Cups. I think when you get the Ten of Cups again, it's going to look and feel completely different than what you've ever experienced. And what's funny is you're going to look at this and be like, I never thought this could happen. But that's why you were the Fool. That's why you're going to be the Fool when it comes up again, is because you're going to be like, is this real? You know what I mean? Damn right it's real. It's one of the brightest seen colors in the deck. meaning with the sun and the lightness and all that, right? Okay. Sometimes I do my hair too tight. It hurts a little bit. I have like a low hairline. Anyway. Spirit, can we clarify strength, King of Pentacles, and Justice? Told you. So, first and foremost, this is Cancer energy again, right? This is being open to this. This is going from being emotionally unavailable to taking a step back and trying it again from a more emotionally available place. Somebody could be doing that to you, or you could be doing that to somebody. But it's like a total, it's like having to take a step back so you can take 2 steps forward, essentially. It's going from the Queen, but because it's in reverse, this is maturity. Knight, anytime I see a succession like that, I think of maturity. So this could very well be you going from not available, because I think you were very available, loving, open at a certain time, to going unavailable, to then taking a step back, but doing it maybe the right way again, or like coming at it again, but doing it different, right? And that very well could be prompted to a new opportunity, right? Needing to like start again, but you're going to like start over, because this is where you are now, but this new opportunity comes in. It's going to bring you back a step to the beginning, almost like you're going to feel young again. It might bring you to like this more juvenile place in a relationship, right? And then, wow. I see, and I can't go into this in a lot of detail. If it shows up in your April reading, it does, but it looks like there's the possibility of someone coming in that's going to bring a lot of confusion into you. A lot. Emotionally. And I think it's going to grudge up all of this shit that you're already sitting with already. It's almost like your soul knows what's coming, and trying to purge certain energies in preparation for you to either need to express yourself. I don't know if you're going to get enough healing. So if somebody, if because we have the Lovers here in reverse with the Page of Cups upright, and the Hangman upright, and the Three of Swords upright. To me, this is screaming, I'm holding back. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. For some of you, it is deciding no longer to communicate with somebody you had a relationship with that's over. It's like the relationship's already been done, but this could be indicative of you no longer communicating with this person at all. Maybe you were watching them and you're no longer watching them. Maybe you were communicating with them lightly and you're realizing that shit is like, no. It's like you can be emotionally, you can still love them, but you don't really need to communicate with them anymore, because ultimately the relationship is done. You know, you got the perspective you need on the situation. You know, maybe you got the apology you wanted and it's still time to like cut ties, or, you know, maybe you give the apology and it's not received. But if that's the case, then you did good by you by apologizing. How it's received is not in your control. But it looks like a lot of what Mercury retrograde is doing to you is actually preparing you for the next couple of months. So if you are experiencing sadness and feeling a little traumatized by all the downloads you're getting, the floods of past memories, past feelings and emotions, maybe some regrets, things like that, that is all being bubbled up and brought to the surface to be removed, to be put to bed, to be understood properly, and to get the last lessons needed so you can truly put it to bed and move forward to the next stage. Because like I said, for a lot of Tauruses, you're going to be starting at 0 in some form or fashion, but this is in a good way. This could be starting from 0 in a relationship, meeting somebody completely brand new. And that's what I feel is like for some of you, you're going to be meeting somebody new, and you might shut it down. Like you might not be open emotionally to it yet, or you might be hesitant or afraid that they might shut it down, or you might just not be sure. Like there's a lot of energy going into April. A lot. Where right now I'm getting the energy for the next couple of weeks that, like I said, all of this and then justice and the strength, it's like whatever emotionally purging, painful, like cerebral shit you're going through, it's not for naught. There are plans, like there are things that you're going to see. Mind you, it definitely could be from the past. I have the Six of Cups, but I also have the Fool. It could be both. You know, I'm reading for the collective here. You know, this could be career and emotional relationships of romantic and non and platonic. But regardless, it's like all of Mercury retrograde is drudging this shit up to get you strong for the next stage. Some of you, it's to prepare to, like, again, this is strength, this is maturity, this is the only king here. So you have a page, a knight, a queen, and then a king. So a lot of you are maturing a lot. A lot of you don't even realize the emotional maturity that you're going through is ultimately making you better in the workforce. That emotional stability is making you more eligible for promotion or leadership position. A lot of you are feeling more the strength that's been displayed by. It's all the emotional stuff it's affecting you on all fronts. Your maturity level from an emotional perspective stems into other areas. How passionate you can be, how financially abundant you can be, because you need to be in a healthy mind frame to do any of those things. Be a leader and execute, creative endeavors, or build businesses, or be a boss or manager, or, all these things. To make sound decisions, all of it stems from coming from a healthy emotional place, which is exactly what I'm seeing. This is the maturity of one person. Okay? But if you notice, these are all cups, right? So your emotional development actually makes you the King of Pentacles, whether male or female. The King of Pentacles, okay, is the blend of water and earth, in my opinion. That's why a lot of readers refer to him as hubby. Why? Because he's both. He'll provide, he'll support, but he'll be the sound ear to listen to, It's maturity. A lot of Tauruses are really maturing. So the emotional turmoil, sadness, depression, anxiety you're experiencing, instead of running away from it, attend to it, look at it, allow this succession to happen. Allow this development and growth to occur, because you deserve it. Not only that, it's preparation for all the shit, the new beginnings. Also the abundance. Like if you're working and you're getting into leadership opportunity, like you need to be in a healthy emotional place. You can't be crying all night, sad all day, and then pretending, like masking your depression every day. You can't. You're not gonna make a good leader. You're not going to maximize your earning potential. You're not going to make new relationships that ultimately maximize your earning potential or help give you this 10 of Cups. You're going to stay closed off, not giving, not receiving, not able to create balance, and waiting on things that ultimately you can go out and gain. And it's like there's a lot happening in here reading Taurus. It's like all the cards are all over the place. Like I'm just trying, like there's so many messages, and why I feel that I'm overwhelmed with the messages is because you might be overwhelmed with how much is happening while you're going through so much emotional purging, or how much occurs after you go through the purging. Because for some of you, it's going to happen while the purging's happening. You know, you're feeling sad, and people, you know, other areas of your life could really be thriving and doing well, you know, and then people might be like, what's going on with you? Meanwhile, they don't know that you're dealing like with all this sadness in the background. And you don't even want to talk about it because you think it would be stupid, which I think is ridiculous. But regardless, it's like you're going to come out of that. A new opportunity might help you come out of that, right? But balance definitely, with the justice being your last card, is definitely going to play out. I feel so. I really do. And like I said at the very beginning of the spread, it's justice that you create. It's balance that you create. It's not brought into you. Even if it's a new opportunity that helps you kind of release the ideas of that the best is behind you, you know, you're going to have to create the balance of not pessimistically looking at this opportunity, or maybe being super judgmental. Like, this can't make me as happy as this other person did, or this can't make me as happy as this. And then you're going to be back in the same cycle, looking at this new opportunity exactly the way again. Because I believe the reason why you're regretful over something is because you took something for granted, or really didn't, or left something that really made you happy in the past. And it's like, there is a chance that you can very well do this again if you are not in an emotional balanced place to receive this. It won't feel like anything. You'll let it slide, and then you'll look back in the past. You'll look back in regret again and say, shit, that could have really made me super happy. Let's not perpetuate that cycle, right? Get the healing you need done, and then when things come in, it feels good. And you're in a better, more sure place. You're in the King of Pentacles place, which is exactly where you come at the end of the year, at the end of the month, or in the next couple of weeks. And that's why the justice, it's like, you'll understand why you're going through this trauma, this torment right now. First and foremost, you need to love yourself first. I personally believe this is leading to this message is for those that have things that are really good in their life right now. I think this deception is you. I think the false mask is you, because I think a lot of you are actually quite sad. So the mask is you masking the sadness because you feel that it's such a good time, you shouldn't be sad. It doesn't matter what you're experiencing. If you are sad, you need to address that. Doesn't matter if you're on this boat. If you're on the boat crying, something's wrong. It doesn't matter how beautiful the view is. It doesn't matter how many other couples have a great time on this boat. If you're sad, you need to address that. And I think a lot of you are hiding it under this mask. So if things are really going well career-wise for you, Mercury retrograde is dredging up the emotions so that you can have the best of both worlds. And that you don't have to walk around with a fake mask pretending you're happy when you're not. And I think a lot of you might even be pretending to be happy on account of protecting other people. It's almost like you don't want people to know how unhappy you are for their sake, not your own. Then you really need to question how supportive those people are in the first place. I don't know, like, we can go down a really dark path with that. But anyways, guys, that is your March spread. Thank you, Collective of Taurus, for your support. I really appreciate you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you want a personal reading, email me at queencuptarot@gmail.com. Information will be below, and I may be doing some readings, random readings on the live, but if not, you'll definitely see me end of March, beginning of April. Okay? Enjoy your guys' selves, and I love you, and thank you, and continue to let your inner angels live. Ciao for now.